Welcome to Business with Louis, the podcast where we explore the latest trends and concepts in the world of entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to dive into a critical topic that's gaining attention from businesses and leaders around the globe: the economics of climate change adaptation. Rising temperatures, more frequent natural disasters, and changing weather patterns are affecting businesses, communities, and entire economies. That's why understanding the economics of climate change adaptation is crucial for any business or entrepreneur looking to thrive in today's fast-changing world. So, what exactly is the economics of climate change adaptation? In simple terms, it refers to the process of identifying, assessing, and managing the economic risks and opportunities associated with climate change. This involves analyzing how climate-related events, such as droughts, floods, or heat waves, can impact a business's operations, supply chain, and bottom line. One of the key principles underlying the economics of climate change adaptation is the concept of resilience. Resilience refers to a business's ability to absorb, recover from, and adapt to climate-related disruptions. This can involve investing in climate-resilient infrastructure, developing flexible supply chains, and creating innovative products or services that help customers cope with climate change. Another important aspect of the economics of climate change adaptation is the idea of climate risk management. This involves identifying potential climate-related risks, assessing their likelihood and impact, and developing strategies to mitigate or manage them. For example, a company might invest in flood insurance, develop backup power systems, or create emergency response plans to minimize the impact of extreme weather events. One notable case study is the city of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Rotterdam is a major port city that's vulnerable to sea level rise and flooding. To adapt to these climate-related risks, the city has invested heavily in climate-resilient infrastructure, including flood-proof barriers, green roofs, and adaptive urban planning. Another example is the company Coca-Cola, which has made significant investments in water conservation and climate-resilient agriculture. By doing so, the company has not only reduced its environmental impact, but also protected its supply chain and improved its bottom line. In addition to these examples, there are many other businesses and entrepreneurs around the world who are applying the economics of climate change adaptation in innovative and effective ways. For instance, companies like Patagonia and Rai are using sustainable materials, reducing waste, and promoting environmental responsibility throughout their supply chains. So, how can you apply the economics of climate change adaptation in your own business or career? Here are some practical tips. First, start by assessing your climate-related risks and opportunities. This might involve conducting a climate risk assessment, analyzing your supply chain, or talking to customers about their climate-related needs and concerns. Second, invest in climate-resilient infrastructure and technologies. This could include everything from renewable energy systems to flood-proof barriers or adaptive building design. Third, develop innovative products or services that help customers cope with climate change. This might involve creating sustainable packaging, developing climate-resilient crops, or offering climate-related consulting services. Finally, stay up to date with the latest research and developments in the economics of climate change adaptation. Follow industry leaders, attend conferences, and read publications to stay informed about the latest trends and best practices. In conclusion, the economics of climate change adaptation is a critical concept that businesses and entrepreneurs need to understand and address. By identifying and managing climate-related risks and opportunities, companies can reduce their exposure to climate change, improve their resilience, and create new opportunities for growth and innovation. As the Harvard Business Review has noted, companies that prioritize sustainability and environmental responsibility tend to outperform their peers financially. In fact, a study by the CDP found that companies that disclose their climate-related risks and opportunities tend to have higher stock prices and better credit ratings than those that do not. So, what are you waiting for? Start exploring the economics of climate change adaptation today and discover how your business can thrive in a changing climate. Remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count. Join us next time as we explore more topics related to business and entrepreneurship. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.